Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Deshank. Okay, fine. Let's start with our class today. Now, we have completed the metals and non-metals, and unfortunately or fortunately, we have completed with the extraction part also. But according to the new revised syllabus of the science, extraction part is be cutted. जो आपका extraction वाला हमने किया था part, वो cut हो चुका है. So before extraction, whatever we have done, that much only we need to do. Means what we need to do about the metals and non-metals, their properties, and then about the ionic compounds. Now tell me this thing, that ionic compounds wala portion is clear to everyone, or anyone is having any confusion? If confusion, then I will be revising first ionic compounds, then we will move ahead for the question answers.
मैम रिवाइज करा दो.
Okay, fine. So revising, I'm just going to touch the ionic compounds एक बारी मैं बताऊंगी, and then we will be doing the question answers from the NCERT and LR. Then your complete unit will get revised automatically. Now listen carefully. Whenever we say ionic compounds, ionic compounds का मतलब क्या होता है? That a compound which is being formed, it is formed due to the formation of the ionic bond. This ionic bond is also called as the electrovalent bond. Okay. Now इसे हम ionic या electrovalent bond क्यों कहते हैं? Because during the formation of this bond, there is formation of ions. Okay. Now let's look it with the help of the example. Magnesium oxide. Now the very first step, whenever you are going to explain the ionic bond, what you need to do? अब यहाँ पे देखो आपके पास दो एलिमेंट्स है, एक मैग्नीशियम है और दूसरा क्या है? ऑक्सीजन. अब आपको क्या
Ma'am,
करना
screen
है?
is not visible.
My screen is, एक मिनट बेटा, I have shared it. 1 minute बेटा, I just look it. इतनी देर से कोई बोला ही नहीं that ma'am you have not shared. Now it is visible बेटा?
Yes,
Now
Yes,
it is
ma'am.
visible?
yes, ma'am.
इतनी देर से why you have not said? Now listen, I just repeat again. Ionic compounds means that the compound which is being formed, it is formed by the formation of the ionic bond. Ionic bond को हम electrovalent bond भी बोलते हैं. Now question comes, why this type of bond is called as a ionic or a electrovalent bond? The reason is what? Because whenever this type of bond is formed, there is formation of ions. The way explaining it, I have taken the example of the magnesium oxide. अब अगर आप यहाँ पे देखो, आपके पास टू एलिमेंट्स हैं यहाँ पे, एक मैग्नीशियम और एक ऑक्सीजन. So first step, we are going to write their atomic numbers. Atomic number के बाद आपके पास आता है इलेक्ट्रॉन configuration. Okay. Now whenever you are going to show the bond formation कि bond कैसे बना, तो उस टाइम में the thing which you are going to follow is you are going to show only the valence electrons, means the electrons which are present in the valence shell. Now in the case of the magnesium, in the valence shell there are the 2 electrons. In the case of the oxygen, there are the 6 electrons. Now this by the two dots I have shown the two electrons. जो यहाँ पे ये 2 था, तो ये 2 dots I have showed for the 2 electrons plus oxygen. अब oxygen की केस में we are having the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another thing, students, you can use a cross also and you can use a dot also. आप कुछ भी यूज कर सकते हो. Like इसको और अच्छे से दिखाने के लिए what I do, that I am using a cross over here. Now what happens that there will be the formation of the bond taking place. तो ये मैग्नीशियम क्या करेगा कि अपना ये वाला इलेक्ट्रॉन भी इसे डोनेट करेगा and this electron also it is going to donate. Now why it is going to donate the electron? Magnesium is going to donate electron because it wants to attain its nearest inert gas electronic configuration. जिसका मतलब क्या होता है? Having the 8 electrons in valence shell. Got it? Now, the point to be noted over here is what? जब मैग्नीशियम ने अपने 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स डोनेट कर दिए तो मैग्नीशियम के ऊपर चार्ज कितना आ गया? +2 and the 2 electrons is being accepted by the oxygen. So how you are going to show? Like this. As this oxygen has accepted the 2 electrons, the charge came -2 and on combination we called it as a this, or you can write down it like this, जिसको you called it as a magnesium oxide. अब यहाँ पे जो आपको बात याद रखनी है is what, that only you are going to show the valence electron, the very first point. Why any element loses or accept the electron? Because, or you can say in order to attain the its nearest inert gas electronic configuration. Inert gas electronic configuration means having the 8 electrons in the valence shell. Another third point which you keep in your mind is what, कि जितने electrons वो देगा या जितने electrons your element is going to take, then at that time, wait a minute students, ये कैसे? अच्छा, हाँ, बायो मैथ्स और आईपीएल, ठीक है सर, मैं ये फिल कर दूँगी. एक सर आशीष सर जो रिवाइज पेपर्स आए मुझे उसका प्रिंट आउट, ठीक है सर, थैंक यू सर. ये आज ही चाहिए, आज दे दूँगी मैं. Now, sorry students for interruption. Now, what the third point I was telling you people is what, that always remember कि charge वही आएगा which how much electron is being taken or given. ये बात आपको याद रखनी है. Like over here if you are going to look, तो आपके magnesium ने 2 electrons दिए, तो magnesium के ऊपर charge जो आया वो कितना आया? +2. Your oxygen has taken the 2 electrons, therefore the charge in the -2. इतना क्लियर है सबको?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, अब मैं आपको एक दो एग्जांपल्स और बता देती हूँ. से सपोज दैट हमारे पास आ जाता है Na2O. Okay, we have given with the Na2O. Now again the same thing you are going to follow, but यहाँ पे देखो क्या है आपके पास, मैं कह रही हूँ that you are having the 3 elements. अब 3 elements कैसे हैं? You are having the 2 sodiums and 1 oxygen. Now again you are going to write down the atomic number. This I am showing it step by step. because we are the beginners over here. जब आपकी practice हो जाए, so at that time no need to mention so much things. 281, 281 and 26. अब इसको आप कैसे शो करोगे? सोडियम एंड ऑक्सीजन ओवर हियर. ओके, अब सोडियम के पास ये 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन है, ये 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन है. इफ ईच ऑफ द सोडियम इज गोइंग टू डोनेट देयर 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन, then they will obtain the octave, isn't it? So I'm showing it over here, this 1 electron and this 1 electron. Up in the case of the oxygen, it is having the 6 electrons. So I am showing it with the help of the green color. अब ऑक्सीजन को ऑक्टेट पूरा करने के लिए 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स चाहिए. So what is going to happen, that this electron is being donated over here and this electron is also being donated over here, because of which what happened, इसके पास ये 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आ गए. Now when you are going to show it, how you are going to show it? This sodium has given the 1 electron, therefore the plus 1 charge will come to this sodium. Similarly this case, but when we talk about the oxygen, oxygen has accepted the 2 electrons. आपका एक ऑक्सीजन ने 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन एक्सेप्ट किया है, तो ऑक्सीजन के पास चार्ज कितना आएगा? O2 minus. When you are going to write it, you are going to write it in this form, that is your sodium oxide. Now concept got clear, or more examples you people want? Students,
मैम क्लियर.
clear? Harshika, this Nivesh, Sanchit, Sanjal.
Yes, ma'am. It's
Okay,
clear.
fine. It's clear now?
मैम
हाँ बेटा.
मैम वो वाला एग्जांपल समझा दो मैम, जिसमें वैलेंस शेल में दोनों में 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हो.
दोनों में 7, वो तो बेटा it is a covalent bond. Covalent bond we will be doing in the next unit, that is your carbon and its compound. So if you want, then I can explain it now also, otherwise carbon and its compound mein we are going to do that. So what do you want?
Ma'am, we will
Ma'am,
do it in
tell
that
now.
chapter only.
Yes, in that chapter only we will be doing that type of bond as a covalent bond. Okay beta? Now one homework I am giving to you people. That homework is a practice work. Practice work is what? कि आज आप लोग CaF2, NaCl, AlCl3, for these three you are going to form a ionic bond. Okay, and you are going to do in the manner I have taught. आपको बिल्कुल ऐसे लिखना है कि मैम को कुछ नहीं आता है कि एटॉमिक नंबर क्या है, क्या इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है. In that manner you are going to write down in your note copies. Okay, now just open your NCERT books on the page number 40. We start with the index question. Open the page number 40. This question you can write down the answer in the textbook itself. NCERT book के अंदर ही लिख लो. The question 1 of the NCERT index says, give an example of a metal which is a liquid at room temperature. So always remember the metal which is liquid at room temperature
Mercury.
is, yes, very good, it is mercury. B part. Give an example of a metal which can be easily cut with a knife. अब देखो
Sodium. Sodium.
very good, it is
Sodium.
sodium.
Lithium.
Very good. No beta, it is sodium. देखो जो ये आपके ग्रुप 1 के एलिमेंट्स हैं, ग्रुप 1 एलिमेंट्स मतलब कि क्या हो गए आपके, लिथियम, सोडियम, पोटेशियम, रुबीडियम, सीशियम, ये वाले जो एलिमेंट्स हैं ये सारे सॉफ्ट एलिमेंट्स होते हैं। बट जो कटिंग वाली बात आ जाती है ना, विद द हेल्प ऑफ द नाइफ वेरी इजीली वी कैन कट अ सोडियम. This I will show you in our next class. Okay, I will keep the sodium over here and I will tilt my camera and I will show you. Okay, like you have seen the spatula in our lab, with the help of the spatula also we can cut it. इतना soft होता है ये. C part. Dash is the best metal is the best conductor of the heat. Which
Silver.
metal?
Silver and copper.
Silver. Very good.
Silver and copper.
Silver and copper.
Silver and copper is right the answer. But अगर copper और silver दोनों को हम compare करेंगे, then silver is having the more conductivity. But because of the high cost, we do not use a silver because silver महंगा होता है. Next is a dash metal is a poor conductor of heat.
Lead and mercury. Lead.
Mercury and lead.
Lead and mercury.
It is lead and mercury. Very good, all of you. Now, the second question comes here that you need to write down the definition of the malleable and ductile. Question number 2 you are going to do in your note copies. Malleable means that the given substance can be beaten with hammer to form thin sheets.
Aluminium.
Definition लिखेंगे यहाँ पे हमें that the word malleable means that the substance can be beaten with the hammer to form the thin sheets. One by one you people need to say beta. In the question number 2, what you are going to write down? You are going to write down the definition. The malleable definition is what? Substance which can be beaten into thin sheets.
Ma'am, we have already
And
done this.
I have done in the group B beta exercise.
When
Because-
we when
Ma'am, you have given
we
the
have
homework.
covered the properties.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, because now this group is being mixed. Okay, I am just going to then review this. So, जिसने नहीं किया है, they will be able to do it. Okay. Now, the ductile means that a substance can be drawn into the thin wires. Clear? Now, coming to the next question. Your next question is the on the page number. It is which page number it is?
36.
Yes, it is 46. The next question is, why is sodium is kept immersed in our kerosene oil? So, remember this thing, students, that your kerosene is a very reactive metal. It is a reactive such that if a drop of a water also or a very little amount of a air or moisture, anything comes in contact to the sodium metal, एकदम वहां पे क्या हो जाएगा? It will catch a fire. A sort of a small bombardment will take place. Therefore, in order to keep a coating on the surface of the sodium metal, it is always stored in the kerosene oil. अगर आपके पास kerosene oil नहीं है तो you keep in the paraffin wax. Paraffin wax नहीं है, then you can use a hexane, benzene, anything. Means basically आपका जो organic solvent हो गया, आप ये कह सकते हो कि fatty oil appearance है, उसके अंदर हम इसको store करते हैं. Why? Because what they do, they make a cover of sodium. By that of that cover, sodium is not able to come in contact with the air or water. Okay, तो आप यहाँ पे आंसर ये लिखोगे, because sodium reacts vigorously with the oxygen of air and catches fire, therefore To protect it, we store it in the kerosene oil. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now coming to the question number 4. Question number 4 is first part. I need to write down the equation. Equation में you need to write down the reaction of the iron with steam. अब देखो, I am writing the reaction. Those who have done, just check it over. Plus H2O. H2O you are going to take a steam. It is written. Steam का मतलब क्या हो गया? That it is going to be a gaseous form, and it is going to form a Fe3O4. That is your aqueous, and it is what? It is iron oxide plus hydrogen gas. 4, 4 and 3. Okay, this is the balanced equation for the part 1. The part B says reaction of the calcium and potassium with water. अब students, आपको ये reaction अलग अलग लिखनी है, calcium की अलग और potassium की अलग. So calcium is reacting with the water. It is going to form the hydroxide plus hydrogen gas will liberate plus heat will liberate. अब आप heat के लिए you can make a triangle also, or you can write a word heat also. Okay, this calcium is going to be a solid state. ये liquid state हो गया. It is going to be your aqueous state, and it is a gaseous state. Its name is calcium hydroxide. The another one is, इसको balance कर लेंगे. Another one is potassium. Your potassium is going to react with the water, and then 2KOH plus hydrogen plus heat. So these are the balanced reaction. It is a potassium hydroxide. Clear, students? Done this much, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now come to the question number 3. Your question number 3 we are going to do in the book itself. इसे book में ही कर लेना with the help of pencil. Your question number 3 says samples of 4 metals A, B, C, D were taken and added to the following solution one by one. The result obtained have been tabulated as. Now पहले एक टेबल बना लेते हैं हम. B, C, D. FeSO4, CuSO4, ZnSO4 and AgNO3. Okay, up with the A, no reaction over here, displacement, यहाँ पे no reaction, then no reaction, no reaction, no reaction, and displacement over here, no reaction, no reaction, no reaction, no reaction. Okay, fine. Now we need to fill this blank, and these two blanks. Now let's look the question number 1. Which is the most reactive metal over here? सबसे reactive metal कौन सा है यहाँ पे? A, B, C, D में से. Anyone?
B.
Yes. Why you said the answer B? Tell me the reason also.
Because it is displacing
The most reactive metal.
Yes. Now it is coming clear, beta. Dikshit, sometimes it happens that there is a network issue, so maybe because now the second question, what would you observe if B is added to a solution of copper sulfate? अगर आप B को copper sulfate solution में डाल दोगे तो क्या होगा? Let's look this reaction. If you have added a B in the CuSO4 solution, so what is going to happen over here? Can anyone tell it?
Displacement.
Will displace copper sulfate.
Placement.
Displacement हो जाएगा
Displacement
सल्फेट का.
copper sulfate का नहीं, copper का होगा. Yes. Now listen the reason over here कि displacement क्यों होगा? Because जो iron है वो ज़्यादा reactive है. B वाले element ने iron को displace कर दिया तो it is for sure that it is going to displace the copper also from the copper sulfate solution. The next question is your arrange the metals A, B, C, D in the order of decreasing reactivity. ये सबसे आसान है, हमें ये पता लग गया है कि B सबसे ज़्यादा reactive है, D ने किसी के साथ reaction नहीं दिया, so D is going to be the least reactive. Your A or C, A or C के केस में C is not giving the reaction with the three solutions, so C and then A. Understood this question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Moving to the next question. Your next question is what? It says that which gas is produced when dilute HCl is added to a reactive metal. तो ये वाला क्वेश्चन हमने किया हुआ है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपके पास जिंक है, जिंक में इफ यू आर गोइंग टू ऐड द HCl, then what is it is going to form? It is going to form ZnCl2, which is a salt plus hydrogen gas. Therefore, your answer is what? Answer में you are going to write down the hydrogen gas. This no need to write down, this I have shown for your understanding. The B part says write the chemical reaction when iron reacts with dilute sulfuric acid. अब देखो यहाँ पे B part में iron plus H2SO4, so it is going to form the FeSO4 plus hydrogen. अब आपको क्या करना है? Over here, is this reaction is balanced? Yes. Done this much, students? Done this much, students?
No, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
then
ma'am.
okay. जिसने नहीं किया do it and do not forget to write down the names बेटा. तुम कहो तो मैं भी लिख देती हूँ साथ में. Iron, sulfuric acid, ferrous sulfate and hydrogen. Okay, then you need to show their states also. It is going to be the solid, it is a liquid, it is a aqueous और ये gas है. Done now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now coming to the next question, that is your question number 5. The question number 5 says, what would you observe when zinc is added to iron sulfate? You know, zinc is more reactive than it. Therefore, what is going to happen? It is going to displace the iron from the FeSO4 and you will obtain the ZnSO4 and the iron in a solid state. This will be your reaction. Writing the names of everyone. Ferrous sulfate, zinc sulfate, iron and zinc. Okay, this second write the chemical reaction. अब देखो जब इसने फर्स्ट वाले में जो इसने पूछा है व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू ऑब्जर्व, तो आपको यही रिएक्शन इन अ वर्ड फॉर्मेशन में लिखनी है. मींस दैट वी नो जिंक इज मोर रिएक्टिव देन द आयरन, देयरफॉर व्हेन जिंक इज एडेड टू अ सॉल्यूशन it is going to displace the iron from the solution. And in the B part, you are going to write down this reaction. This much is done over here. कर लिया सबने?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now the page number 49, question number 1. Now always remember students, जब भी आपके पास ऐसा क्वेश्चन आता है like over here, write a short note on dot structures of sodium, oxygen and magnesium. अब इसने short note लिखा है but they have asked in the first part that you need to draw the electron dot structure. So मैंने आपको बताया था कि लाइक यहाँ पे इसने हमसे सोडियम, मैग्नीशियम और ऑक्सीजन का पूछा है. यहाँ पे द पॉइंट टू बी रिमेम्बर अपनी बुक में या कॉपी के अंदर राइट डाउन दैट इन डॉट स्ट्रक्चर always we show only वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. ये बात आपको हमेशा याद रखनी है, तो इसको इम्पॉर्टेंट करके नोट डाउन कर लो. ओके, लेट्स लुक विद द हेल्प ऑफ द एग्जांपल. योर सोडियम, इट्स एटॉमिक नंबर इज 11, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन इज 281, but when your question has asked you to show a dot structure, this will be your answer. ये आपका आंसर होगा. Like in the case of the magnesium, so your answer will be this. In the case of the oxygen, your answer will be this.
ये डैमेज है.
Got it? Got it? You will
Ma'am, can we use cross?
yes, you can use a cross also. आप लोग क्रॉस भी यूज कर सकते हो. अगर आप क्रॉस यूज कर रहे हो लाइक ओवर हियर, तो आपको सबको क्रॉस ही बनाना है. ओके, अगर डॉट यूज कर रहे हो तो सब डॉट ही करने हैं. प्लस आप किसी भी लोकेशन पे लिख सकते हो. किसी भी लोकेशन मतलब कि सोडियम का केस जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे बनाया है, आप यहाँ भी बना सकते हो, आप यहाँ भी बना सकते हो, आप यहाँ भी बना सकते हो. All four are correct. Okay, so location and cross or dot is your choice. Like when we was studying in the class, तो हमारी टीचर हमें कलरफुल पेन यूज करवाती थी. We used to show it by the colorful pen. Now coming to the question number 8 का B part. Your question number 8 B part is your homework because that I have already discussed. Okay, now coming to the C part. Now देखो in the C part is related to the question B part. बी पार्ट में जैसे हम लोगों ने किया था, तो आई टोल्ड यू वी आर हैविंग व्हाट कि आपके पास Na2O है, तो इट मीन्स दैट योर ईच Na इज गोइंग टू हैव द प्लस चार्ज +1 and oxygen is going to have the -2. Magnesium oxide के केस में magnesium is going to have the +2 and oxygen is going to have the -2. Now question number C says what are the ions present in these compounds? तो ions क्या हो गए? यहाँ पे क्या है? It is having the सोडियम आयन. अब हमेशा याद रखना है कि जिसके पास भी प्लस चार्ज होता है उसको भी कॉल्ड एज अ केटायन, और जिसके पास भी माइनस चार्ज होता है उसको भी कॉल्ड एज अ एनायन. सो व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू राइट डाउन in this? You are having the sodium cation and oxygen anion. Similarly, magnesium cation and oxygen anion. Got it? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now coming to the last question of this page number. Last question क्या है? Why do ionic compounds have high melting points? इसे सुन लो and then write in your own language. देखो ionic compounds, I told you people कि ionic compounds किसकी वजह से बने? Ionic compounds are made due to the formation of the ions. अब ions का मतलब क्या हो गया? प्लस एंड माइनस चार्ज. और हम जूनियर क्लासेस से ये पढ़ते आ रहे हैं दैट अपोजिंग चार्जेस ऑलवेज अट्रैक्ट ईच अदर, isn't it? So what we say that ionic compounds have high melting points and boiling points as they require a lot of energy to break due to presence of electrostatic force. इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फोर्स किसकी वजह से आया? क्योंकि इसके पास प्लस और माइनस चार्ज है. ये पॉइंट क्लियर है सबको? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So your today's homework is that question number 8 का B part you need to
Yes,
do,
ma'am.
and question number 8 B part you have to do as the homework, and the 3 questions I gave for your practice. और जितना हमने आज किया है just maintain it in the note copy. Okay, in the next class we will be doing NCERT exercise and then we will come to the LR. Got it to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, students, then
Yes,
good
ma'am.
to all of you, and be safe at your home. Take care of yourself.